Hey there. We lost a legend this week. Cissy Houston's passing, it really does leave a void, doesn't it? And for music lovers like you, who get those chills when a truly iconic voice hits you, I knew we had to go a little deeper with this one.
It's so true. And, you know, the article we're looking at today really struck me how Cissy's story, it's not just about being Whitney Houston's mother, is it? This is a woman who, for decades, wow, she was shaping the sound of soul and R&B on stage, in the studio, everywhere.
Right, okay, so let's break this down a bit. The Sweet Inspirations, it almost sounds made up now, like, oh, that's a cute name for a group from a bygone era. But they were the real deal. And their client list. Talk about soul royalty.
No, seriously, soul royalty is exactly the term. We're talking Otis Redding, that raspy voice, the emotion pouring out of every word, Cissy, and the Sweet Inspirations, they were right there with him.
It's unbelievable.
And then you've got Aretha Franklin, the queen herself, to be chosen to harmonize with these powerhouses.
You had to bring A.T.
No question. It tells you everything you need to know about Cissy's talent, even back then.
I mean, think about it. Lou Rawls, the Drifters, the article mentions them too. To be a fly on the wall for those sessions, what was that even like for a young Cissy, surrounded by these legends?
It was like a masterclass, wasn't it, in soul and gospel? But here's the thing. The Sweet Inspirations weren't just singing backup. They were adding layers, responding to the lead vocals, like this incredible conversation between voices.
Wow, yeah.
And that's what's crucial because it shows Cissy's deep understanding of musicality. Not just, oh, I can hit the notes, but the way music works on an emotional level.
Which makes you wonder, how many hit songs do we know where it's like, wait, Cissy Houston's on this too?
Yeah.
Because let's be real, her solo career, over 600 recorded songs. That's no small feat. The article lists everyone. Beyoncé, Chaka Khan.
Luther Vandross.
I mean, come on.
Because that's what I'm saying, the diversity. This wasn't a one-genre wonder. She did it all. Paul Simon even, which you might not think of right away.
That's what gets me, Paul Simon. Folk rock meeting that gospel-infused soul. It speaks to her fearlessness as an artist.
And it worked. Those collaborations. Iconic.
Totally.
She just understood the heart of a song, no matter the genre, and made it her own. And honestly, that willingness to experiment, it changed things, broke down barriers, showed other artists what was possible.
It's mind-boggling. And then, of course, the duets with Whitney. I mean, I know him so well, still gets me.
Oh, absolutely.
Family First with Dionne Warwick. It's impossible to hear those songs now and not feel the weight of their family history, those incredible highs and the tragedies, too. It's a lot.
It really is. More than just music, right? You think about Cissy and Whitney, Dionne too family, woven into their harmonies. And now, yeah, there's that bittersweet quality. It makes you think about Cissy, not just the icon, but as a mother. All the joy that brought, and then
the unimaginable. Because this article, it doesn't shy away from the tough stuff. I mean, losing her parents so young, then Whitney, and later her granddaughter Bobby Christina. Tragic doesn't even cut it.
It's hard to even grasp that kind of pain. And the article mentions she wrote this open letter to Whitney after. Well, it's just raw, a mother's grief laid bare. And I think it reminds us, right, even with fame, with talent.
He hurt just like the rest of us.
Exactly.
It makes me think about her version of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Knowing what we know now, that well of emotion in her voice.
It's there in every note.
Strength, sorrow, but also this faith, like she had to find a way through.
It's like those melodies, they take on a whole new meaning and makes you think about what music does for us. Not just entertainment, but comfort. A way to process things too big for words.
And what's interesting is the article brings up Cissy's book, Remembering Whitney. She talks about regrets, about their relationship, which you don't hear that often, do you? Especially with icons like Whitney. We put them on this pedestal.
We forget they're human, right?
Exactly. With families, with complexities, just like us.
And that's so key to Cissy's story, I think. It reminds us, these giants, they're human. Flaws, regrets, the whole messy package. It's another layer to her legacy. Life isn't simple, even when you're incredibly gifted.
But doesn't that make her accomplishments even more impressive? All she achieved, all the lives she touched with her music, while carrying that weight. Talk about strength. Talk about resilience. It really makes you think, about what we leave behind. I mean, with Cissy, there's the music, obviously. That incredible voice, her talent, it's a gift, really, that'll last and last.
It's powerful. But, digging into her story like this, it also makes you think about legacy in a different way, doesn't it? That legacy we build within our families,
Yeah.
the love we share, the memories, just those bonds with the people who matter most.
That's a really good point. And it's something this whole deep dive has brought up for me. Maybe it's not just the mark we make on the world, but these personal connections. It's got me thinking, honestly, what do you think matters more? That legacy through our work or the relationships we build?
It's a tough one, isn't it? And maybe it's not about picking one or the other. Maybe it's about seeing how much they're connected. Sissy's story, even with the hard parts, it seems to say our passions, our relationships, they're all woven together.
So true. It makes me want to go listen to her music again. Not just the famous stuff, but her solo work, too.
Yeah.
Hearing it now, knowing what we know.
With that new perspective.
Exactly.
Find those Cissy Houston albums. Let her voice tell you the whole story. It's something special.
It really is. And on that note, we'll let you do just that. Go explore that incredible catalog. This has been a moving one, hasn't it? Learning about a true icon. Until next time, everyone, keep seeking out those hidden depths.